If you still haven't noticed how the foundations of America have been steadily crumbling over the past few decades, then you're not paying attention. In recent years, our major cities and institutions have been decaying at a pace that's unlike anything this country has ever seen. We are being destroyed in thousands of different ways, and yet very few people seem alarmed about this. That's why today, we've compiled several factors that are driving our country to its demise. Before checking this list, please support us by leaving a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel so you don't miss our upcoming lists. Without further ado, here are 20 reasons why our society is in decline. 1. In America today, married couple households represent a minority of the nation's households. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the number of married couples with children in the U.S. is at a 56-year low. The decline in the number of married couples will have an economic, cultural, and political impact on the future of our country. Typically, married couples with children pass along the moral principles and traditions they learned from their own parents. Moreover, marriage is the main form of preventing child poverty. The decline of this important institution is a reflection of the decline of our society. Today, around 40% of all births in the U.S. now happen outside of marriage. In 1970, that figure was sitting at just 10%. Data from the United Nations Population Fund shows. 2. The downfall of the family unit is accelerating in the U.S. For centuries untold, families have served as the dominant formative force of the character of the next generation. In a healthy society, each family unit is informed and directed by general cultural trends. But in a degenerate society, family units can break away and subsist on their own devices. No wonder why divorce rates are rising everywhere in the country. According to a study by Bowling Green State University.
All right. Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone with Ruwell. And I want to give all peace, greetings, and salutations to all the Lekakim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity, throughout the four corners of the earth, and the brothers that's not wavering in the faith, being diligent in the truth. I say shalom to you brothers, and I say shalom, to the few sisters that believe in all meekness and humbleness. I say shalom. I'm your brother Zakaria from GMS Miami Camp. And Lord willing, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash, Adawan Ratazar, that means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect of the nation Israel, And my lesson today, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash, is going to be basically this video that you brothers just seen on Epic Economics. All right. And it says 20 signs that the collapse of society has begun. All right. And the Lord, is bringing down Babylon the Great, which is America. All right. Because this place was never made to rule forever. Right. These Edomites, which is ruling America, which is Babylon, they're fallen. So their kingdom is fallen. All right. This is in Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Yeah, this is not our rest. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, which is are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. It's not our rest. All right. All right. And also the Israelite foreigners that scattered amongst the nations, that lineage go back to the 12 tribes according to their fathers. All right. We are the true Hebrew Israelites. And the Lord said, this is not our rest. All right. Scripture said, there remaineth the rest for the children of Israel, man. It says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. Yeah, this place is polluted, and it's destroyed our people, man. All right, there's no, there's going into the household. All right, there's no family. There's no real family, man. All right, these people, they don't hold the family values. All right, All right, people, the older generation, all right, has no sense of moral values. All right, it's single parent homes. People can't afford, all right, to live. Hyperinflation. All right, there's more signs, but I want to bring out these precepts right quick. All right, because the Lord said He would have healed Babylon. This place is over with. All right, it's prophesied that America is going to be destroyed by 200 million nuclear warheads, man. All right, Jeremiah 51 and verse 7, Babylon, which is talking about America, all right, is going to be destroyed by 200 million nuclear warheads and also laser fire from the chariots. All right, because why? Because of the violence, all right, that was done in this land, the wickedness that was done in this land. All right, the idol worshiping, the murder, the killing, the deaths. All right, the blasphemies. All right, this place has to be destroyed. Since Babylon has been the golden cup in the Lord's hand. So one time America was what? This great country. All right, our most powerful, most feared country. But now it's decaying. Well, why? Because the Lord is bringing this place down. Since Babylon has been the golden cup in the Lord's hands, Yahweh's hands, which made all the earth drunken by their philosophies, by their democracy. It says it's like the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Yeah, they're mad now. Now they're about to shoot missiles. The Lord is preparing these nations to go to war against America. All right, you got Russia, Iran, China, North Korea. Every nation that has nuclear capability, they're gonna shoot it over here. All right, because this place must be destroyed, and it is because it's prophesied. The Lord is not a man that He shall lie. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. All right, it's fallen right now, but ultimately it's gonna be destroyed and never inhabited again by humans. Only desert creatures like owls and Komodo dragons and things like that. It says, howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, all right? But she is not healed yet. They push out these stimulus package. They try to print more money, which they call it quantitative easing, all right? Which just lead to more, all right, hyperinflation, just putting more dollars out, all right? Which make everything goes up. It says, forsake her, let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reached unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So these other nations, they're going to flee this place. All right. They're going to flee and they're going to go back to their country. All right. Let's see. So let's play more a little bit more.
Experts today put your chances of getting divorced at 39% in comparison to the mythical 50% back in the 1980s. Marriage divorce statistics also reveal that roughly every 36 seconds there is a divorce occurring somewhere in the U.S.
Yeah, and that's a prophecy. The Lord said, Matthew, I believe it's 10, if I'm not mistaken. It says that the man's foe shall be of their own household. All right, the Lord is not, you can't build a family in this place. You cannot build a family in this wicked place. There's no moral values, man. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 34. It says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. So the Lord Yahweh has not come to send peace on earth. All right. All right. And peace is going to come when He's ruling. Let's get that right quick. When He's ruling and the nation of Israel is on top. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So the people are mourning because the wicked is bear rule. Ezekiel 7 and 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So the Lord said He's not sending peace. Death and destruction. Matthew 10 and 34. And not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword, meaning a division. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Going into the house being divided. All right. And what scripture talk about a divorce. All right. Scripture say, thy wife shall be a harlot, is in Amos. I think I spelled street wrong. Right? These women, they gave these women liberty to gad abroad, which you're not supposed to. Streets. All right. Mm, Amos 7. Amos 7 and 17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city. So your wife is going to be a harlot. You got girls' night out and shit like that. All right. You got committing adultery at work. And then what, they file for a divorce. All right. They look at these celebrities like this is a true way of living. Are you supposed to ball out and have fun and party every week, go on vacation and shit like that? They don't have the true. They don't have the true, which the Bible tells you, you know, how to raise a family, how to treat your wives, treat your sons, stuff like that. They don't have, all right. They don't follow the ways of the Bible, you know. So the houses are divided. It says, "Thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword. And the land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land. And Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of this land." So, you know, this happened to our people. But hey, it's still going on. Your wife is a harlot in the city. All right. Look at this bitch Kim Kardashian. Yeah. A shameless dog shall be counted as a bitch, man. All right.
3. Our population can't agree on right and wrong anymore. Lifeway research exposed that more than 6 in 10 of those older than 45 say right and wrong do not change. For those 35 and younger, fewer than 4 in 10 make that claim.
Scripture said, the Lord said this too. I think it's Mark 3 or Mark 4. I'm going to try to Mark 3. Maybe 4. Yep, Mark chapter 3, verse 24. It says, "And if a kingdom be divided against itself," because America's divided. It's not in the United States. It's division. You got right wing against left wing. You got Republicans, Democrat. You have Black Lives Matter, Antifa, all type of different groups, man. You got an LGBT community against the pro life community. You know, pro abortion. This shit is divided. It got to go down, man. Mark chapter 3, verse 24. "And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand." So this place is not going to stand. Verse 26. "And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end." So we see the end of this society. You say, hey, the end of all things is at hand. They're divided. Look at it, stretched out.
That's a huge shift between generations, notes Scott McConnell, Executive Director of Lifeway Research. Older Americans grew up at a time when ideas about morality were more stable, he argues. That's no longer true for younger Americans. We are shifting very fast from a world where right and wrong didn't change to a world where right and wrong are relative, McConnell.
Should say because let's get this. Psalms 82. It should say, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be seen as a potter's clay," man. Esau turned everything upside down. That's why the Lord has to turn everything right. These people, they're bugged out. They believe if a man, all right, if a man have, you know, plastic surgery and identify as a woman, he's a woman. They're bugged out, man. Psalms 80:25. "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course." Why? Because this devil's ruling. Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24:4. It says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the law," meaning broke the law. All right. Sin is transgressing the law. All right. When you legalize same-sex marriage, that's against the law. When you put a woman above a man, that's against the law. All right. When you have laws, all right, that's not according to the Bible, or Yeah, you have laws that's not according to the Bible that you legalize. That's sin, you know, right? And you promote these things. You promote idol worshiping, man. It says because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, changed the orders, broken the everlasting covenant, man. So this is what's gonna happen, man. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell in it are desolate. Therefore the habits of the earth are burned, and few men left. That's what's about to happen to this place, man. All right. It says, let's go on there. Moral decline. This is called I'll get a couple more precepts. I ain't gonna make it long. You brothers can watch the rest of it. It's called Elder Ariala brought this out years ago. It's called decadence. Decadence. Decadence, all right. Decadence says moral or cultural decline as characterized by excessive indulgence in pleasure or luxury. All right. Corruption. All right. So it fell immortality. All right. It fell because why? Because this is Rome all over again. In the ways of Esau, Edom is the ways of death. As Scripture says, this is the law, the book of commandment that live forever. Baruch chapter 5. Look at that. Oh, 4. Sorry. Baruch 4:1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High Yahweh Bashimashah, and the law that endures forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die." All right, and this how you know this place is falling. All right, there's no standard. All right, this is sick.
6. Substance abuse is growing at an alarming pace.
Yeah, these people are on drugs. All right, because they're trying to cope with the reality of things not being how they used to be, man. You got lockdowns, you got shootings everywhere, you got robbery, you got hyperinflation. These people are bugged. They on all type of drugs. They on drugs, they on liquor, right? How they call it, hallucins, mushrooms, all type of fucking things, man. And they're driving around. They're functioning. They on coke. They at work, coked out. All right, they on medical pills. You got Percocet, Xannies, fucking codeine. They on all type of stuff, man. This place is over. All right. Let's see one more 7. Yeah, like you got these rappers overdosing. That nigga Juice WRLD.
Explicitly designed to incentivize players to spend as much time in the virtual world as possible. For instance, a Princeton study found that 79% of American men aged 21 to 30 worked fewer hours from 2010 to 2020 than those over 30 years old because of video game use.
Yeah,
The study highlights that
yeah. They made these men like women, man. All right. They made these men like women. They don't want to work. All right. All right. They just want to play video games, man. That's why this place is over. Let me skip over there.
5% can't join because they do not have a high school or general education development diploma,
Yeah,
a
man.
requirement to become.
That's good. I'll end off with this. I'll end off with this real quick. For born, they for born to fight. Jeremiah 51 and 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken, man. So the Lord is taking this place down, man. The men are not men no more. 20 signs that a collapse of the society, man. All right. Let me just get the title right. 20 signs that the collapse of society has begun, man. there's more, but I'm gonna just cut it right here, man. Lord, when it was edifying to the elect, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rechak Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone with Jerubal. And I'm gonna give out peace, greetings, and salutations to all the Negakyam that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Hey, Shalom, I can keep pushing, keep it going. Shalom.